Friends, today we'll talk about one important act from environment topic, that is Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act of 1960. We will discuss one by one all the important aspects of this act which will help you in prelims examination. First of all, this act came in 1960 because of the efforts of one person, that is Arundel, that is we call it Srimati Rukmani Arundel. Now she was a very famous personality when it comes to a particular dance, that is Bharatnatyam dance. Now she was also called as the mother or the pioneer of the national animal movement. She cared for the animals, and because of her efforts this act came into being. Now coming to the provisions of this act, first of all, one body was created to regulate this act, that is Animal Welfare Board of India. Now its original headquarters were in Chennai, but before some years, 3 to 4 years back, the headquarters was shifted to Haryana in a place called Ballavgarh. Now coming to the second point, this AWBI, that is Animal Welfare Board of India, which is a statutory body, came from this act. It has 28 members. It has 20, so it's a very the number of people involved in this particular body is quite a big number, 28. Now comes the question, who is the chairman of this board? Now you may get confused कि maybe the minister, if any kind of minister, or the secretary is the chairman. Now the thing is, as per the provisions of this act, it can be nominated, the secretary or the chairman will be nominated by the central government. It can be anyone from this board. So do not get confused in prelims if it is mentioned ki whether it is a secretary of a minister of environment or any kind of minister, they are not the chairman of this board. It can be anyone from this board nominated by the central government. Now comes another question. This body, that is Animal Welfare Board of India, comes under which ministry? Now you may get confused ki it comes under Ministry of Environment, but this is the wrong answer. Presently, see, before it was under the Ministry of Environment, but recently there was a news that the board, that is the Animal Welfare Board of India, was transferred to Ministry of Fisheries. So you should note down this point that presently the board or this statutory body is under Ministry of Fisheries. Now coming to another point, out of these 28 members of this board, Animal Welfare Board of India, are there any parliamentarians? Now the answer is yes. Out of 28 members, 6 members are parliamentarians, 4 from Lok Sabha and 2 from Rajya Sabha. Now who all are other members? Famous. The Inspector General of Forest, who is an ex officio, he is also a part of this board. The Animal Husbandry Officer is also a part of this board. Now coming to some other provisions, this particular act defines water animals. It defines two categories. One is a normal animal and what is a captive animal. So it clearly defines in this act what are captive animals and the definition of normal animals. Now it has penalty. It has penalty if you do some cruelty to animals. So there is a particular like you need to pay, which is 50 rupees or 100 rupees. It is very less, by the way. It is very less. So the act needs to be amended. Now one more point is coming to the killing of animals in religious rituals by many religious community. Now the question is, in a religious festival when an animal is killed, whether this act will be applied? Now the answer is no. So this part is also mentioned in the act कि any killing done in any religious ritual by any community or a religious community, so this thing is kind of an exception from this particular act. So these are the important provisions which is required for your prelims. Thank you.